It's time for a real good happy poem. Time for a feel good sappy poem, you know 'em. That old school classy poem. The kind of poem that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy. The kind of poem that makes you warn your friends, like, does he do drugs? No, he's just in love. The kind of poem that reminds you to feel again, opens up your hearts and minds to what's real again. Like the time you were 6 and Elizabeth kissed you on the lips and you cried, yuck, but inside you said, fuck yeah. And even though you followed the playground protocol and you got your ... cootie shot and then ran away, it was too late. This little girl in the flower print dress had left your mind a mess, and for the rest of the day at school you tried to play it cool, but the only math problem you were solving was how to turn one kiss into 2. So you took out your Trapper Keeper and you wrote down, roses are red, violets are blue. I don't like broccoli, but I like you. It was a real good happy poem, a feel-good sappy poem, you know 'em. A pretend cooties are bad for me poem. The kind that makes you feel unstoppable. Kind that reminds you anything is possible. Like that time in high school when you asked Ashley out and she actually said yes. And she wore that red dress to the best restaurant you could afford with the rest of the money you had left from your summer job. And oh my God, she looked so good, you knew you should tell her, but when you opened your mouth, all that came out was, hi. And you could have been mortified, but the biggest surprise was that you didn't care, because she was there with you. And all you could do was smile. And the way you smiled made her laugh, and the way she laughed made your heart flutter and your mouth stutter like your tongue was slipping and sliding on butter. But her laugh, oh, the sound of her laugh was poetry. It was a real good happy poem, a feel-good sappy poem, you know 'em. I'd do anything to get her to laugh for me poem. The type that might let you feel safe enough to really be you. Might just feel safe enough to let her really see you. Like the time she said, I do. And while she was looking at you, you said, I do too, and something cosmically shifted. And with God as your witness, suddenly two became one. And before the day was done, you had committed every breath you had left to loving this woman in the white dress until death do you part. And your heart soared, and time stood still. And it was only through sheer power of will that you got through those hours until you could say goodbye to your friends and farewell to your parents, and you could drive to the hotel and consummate your marriage. And making love to her was poetry. It was a real good happy poem, a feel real good sappy poem, you know 'em. A time to get a little bit nasty poem. The one that changes everything you thought you knew. The one that rearranges everything you've got to do. Like when you heard those words, congratulations, it's a girl. And you couldn't understand it. This little being had entered into the planet and changed everything you thought you knew. And all you could do was ask how. How? It wasn't that long ago that 2 had become 1, and now 1 had become 3. A family. Somehow this woman in the maternity dress had given birth to a little princess that came and blessed both of you. And the love you thought you knew instantly grew, which threw you just a little bit, because the love you knew was infinite was suddenly infinity plus 1. Because no matter how many times you had looked at each other, this was the first time you looked at her and saw a mother. The mother of your child. The mother of this little human being who in seconds had changed what being human meant. And you were both hell-bent on learning even more. So you listened and you watched. And that little girl learned to walk, and you followed her everywhere. And that little girl learned to talk, and you hung on every word. And that little girl learned to drive, and you nearly had a heart attack. And that little girl learned to love, and a part of you felt complete. like a piece of the journey had come to an end. A journey that began with a baby's first breath. And that breath was poetry. It was a real good happy poem. It was a feel-good sappy poem, you know him. A she looks just like her daddy poem. The kind that reminds you of how precious life is. The type that might remind you of the message life hit in the little moments that become lasting memories, that let you smile, that let you laugh, that let you cry, that let you love. These are the moments that make up life. And life is poetry.